Good afternoon, everyone. I extend a warm welcome to all of you to the 4-week faculty development program organized by the College of Engineering and Technology, Akola. Tilted pedagogical method for outcome-based education. This program is being conducted in an interdisciplinary hybrid mode. The FDP has been organized by the Department of Civil Engineering, College of Engineering and Technology, Akola. I am Professor P.M. Raut, faculty member in the Department of Civil Engineering at this institute, where I have been servicing for the last 19 years. As a part of this training program, I will be deliver on insightful session on direct instruction method. Direct instruction method. The direct instruction method is a teacher-centered institutional approach in which the content is delivered in the structured, systematic, and explicit manner. The teacher clearly explains the concept, demonstrate procedure, and guides the student through the practice activities. This method emphasizes clear objectives, step by step teaching, repetition, and immediate feedback to ensure mastery of learning outcomes. Direct instruction is widely used in engineering education since mathematics technical subject where the fundamental concept and the procedure must be clearly understood. These are some props. Number one, clarity of the concept. Concepts are explained explicitly, reducing the confusion, suitable for the complex and technical topics. Time effects. Cover the syllabus content quickly, systematically, useful when the time is limited or syllabus is extensive. Effect for large classes. Allow the uniform delivery of the content to all learners and easy to manage the classroom discipline. Ensures curriculum coverage. Teacher control is the pace and the sequence of instruction and help the achieve the predefined learning objects. Cons. Passive learning. Students may become passive, limited opportunity for creating and exploration listeners. Limit the student interaction, less emphasis on discussion, collaboration, and critical thinking. Lower engagement for some learners, monotonous if not supplemented with activities less effective for higher order learning outcomes. How to make the direct instruction method effective? Set a clear learning objectives. Clearly state that students should know or be able to do that at the end of the lesson. Incorporation question techniques. Ask the frequently question to check the understanding. Encourage the short student response during the instruction. Use the teaching aids and visual. Include the PPTs, diagram, flowchart, models, and videos, especially used in the engineering and technical subjects. Blend with the active learning strategies. Combine with the problem solving think pair, share, or short discussion. Prevent monotony and improvement. Now, for this, I have considered one case study that is ambient air quality monitoring. Now, the College of Engineering Technology already work from 2009 to till date on this topic. College determine the four parameters that is the SO2, NO2, SPM and RSPM under the guideline of Maharashtra Pollution Control Board. For this, the three stations located in Akola city in 360 degree. One is MIDC area known as industrial zone. Second one on LRT college, that is the residential zone, and third one is on Shivaji college, that is the commercial zone. What is the air pollution? Air pollution is the human introduced in the atmosphere of chemical, particular matter or biological matter that cause the harm and discomfort to humans and living organisms or damage the environment. Generally, air pollution is of two types. One is a primary pollutant and second one is secondary pollutant. Primary pollutant and secondary pollutant are as, that is, fossils, industries, automobiles, and chimneys. Now, sources of the pollutant. These are the point source emission comprise all the emission released through the high chimneys and or stack as a result of process or industrial activities. Then second source is the area source and third one is the line source. Natural sources are dust from the natural sources, usually large areas of land with little or not vegetation. The method imitated by the digestion of the food by the animals, smoke from the wildlife's volcanic eruption. These are the sources for the air pollution. Now again same primary pollutant and secondary pollutant. Primary pollutant, that is the particulate matter SO2, NO2, CO, etc. And secondary pollutant are ozone, sulfate, nitrate, etc. Now the technique employed under the ambient air quality monitoring, that is determination of parameters, is SPM, RSPM, SO2, NO2. Now for this, these are the techniques which is used for determination of this parameter. For SPM, high volume sampler, RSPM, respirable sampler, and SO2, EPA method, that is known as West and Crick method, and for NO2, modified Jacob method. Method of air monitoring, same. For this, generally SO2 and NO2 is determined in particular times, that is the 4 hours, 8 hours or the 24 hours, and SPM and RSPM again determined in 8 hours interval times. Samples are analyzed and concentrate individually parameters determine their assess air quality. Database is used to determine the long-term air quality trends and delineating the framework for development of viable air quality management plan. These are the national ambient air quality standards of India for SO2, NO2, SPM and RSPM. These are unit is μg per m cube. Ambient standard. Suspended particulate matter known as less than the 10 micron, it is known as suspended particulate matter. And then suspended particulate matter again size is less than 2.5 micron, also it is known as P 2.5. And then oxide of nitrogen, that is the SO2 and NO2, and these are their permissible limit, that is microgram per m cube. Again same for the other parameter, that is SCl, Cl2, H2S, Sc, NS3, which is present in the atmosphere. Then NAP parameter, criteria for the pollutant, P10, SO2, NO2, monitored at all the 424 location as per the NAP, NAMP. And these are the instrument which is used for determination of SPM, RSPM, SO2 and NO2. RSPM, respirable and suspended particulate matter, These are the sample. For this we use the filter papers, and these are the second point RDS sampler, that is the sampler machine, and the specification sampler for P2.5. It is a separate apparatus which is used for determination of P2.5. All this determined by using the filter papers. Means of pollution in an industry: incomplete combustion of the fossil fuels, boiler, DG set, incinerator, furnace, CPP, hack, process, vent, etc. Probable pollutant which is emitted from these sources, that is the SPM, SO2, NO2, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, acid mist, lead, mercury, hydrogen chloride, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, VOC, hydrocarbons, hydrogen sulfide, carbon disulfide, etc. Guideline for the ambient monitoring. For setting of any ambient air quality monitoring station, following are the guidelines, that is sources and emission. That is the sources means where or from which industry, from which area the pollution are generated. Then health and demographic information, meteorological information, topographical information, and previous air quality information. These are the process for the installation of air ambient station, that is survey plan. Considering difference depend upon the location and time, all this instrument is placed 1 to 2 meter above the ground is preferable. Air temperature percent RH measure at 1.2 to 1.5 meter. Weather monitoring data are to be measured. A large flat space elevated at least 2 to 3 meter is needed. Then these are again same point. Site location parameters. These are the resources, physical assets, protection against the loss and tampering, away from the obstruction, minimum 3 station at 120 degree each. Location depends upon the windrows diagram that gives the predominant wind direction and the speed. One station must be upstream of the predominant wind direction and other two must be downstream predominant wind direction. Depending upon this area coverage, more than 3 stations can also be established. These are the process. Then background of the station, it should be located upwind at a distance so that there is no source within the 3 to 4 kilometer around that site. Then industrial area, the station must be located in an designated industrial area within the cluster of air polluting industries. Monitoring station must be located in the area where the minimum ground level concentrate to expected. Then these are the particulate matter: fumes, smoke, dust, mist. These are again primary, secondary, and fine particle. Fine particle less than the 2.5 micron, that is the coarse, and then primary already discussed. What causes? Causes material handling, combustion process, gas conversion reaction, and main sources are industrial process, coal, oil burning, and vehicles. Health effect: wheezing and coughing to heart attack and death, making existing condition worse, bronchitis, asthma, etc. Sampling and the techniques. These are the collection and measurement of suspended particulate matter. These are the method: gravimetric techniques, filtration techniques, inertial techniques. The mass and size of the particle are physical property that affect the sampling process. And for SO2 and NO2, that is the for gases sampling, is absorption or adsorption, inorganic and the organic. These are nature of the dust and particle collection size, means from the nature of the dust, just example coal, then the specific gravity must be in 1.4 to 1.8 and collection size is 10 to 12. That is the size of the filter. Characteristics of ambient air sampling system: collection efficiency, sample stability, recovery, minimal interference, understanding the mechanism of correction. Basic consideration for the sampling: sample must be representative in terms of time, location, condition to be studied. Means within times we collect the sample. Sample must be large enough for the accurate analysis. Duration of the sampling must be reflected and fluctuation in the pollution level, that is whether 1 hour, 4 hour, 8 hour, 24 hours as per the guideline of CPCB. Then principle of the operation: ambient air laden with the suspended particulate enter the system through the inlet, means it, just a minute. These are the instrument of the RDS machine, and these are the it is used for determination of the SPM and RSPM matter. Flow filters. These are the cross section or the internal diameter, internal cross section of the instruments. Main part of the control, power on switch, program. Okay. Gases sampling. Again, another gases sampling instrument attached to the RDS machine. Then estimate of the suspended particulate matter SPM in air, in ambient air. These are the process or purpose, and these are the calculation for determination of suspended particulate matter. V equal to Q multiplied by T, where the Q is the state of the airflow, which is adjust 1 to 1.13 m³ per minute on the instrument, and V is the sample air volumes, means how much the volume is sampler, and then calculate this. Similarly for the SO2, again these are the process, and these are again same calculation for this. Same process for the nitrogen dioxide, that is NO2. This is analyzed in the laboratories. These are the instruments, and these are the this example in figure. These are the RDS machine. In fourth figure, we see the flow rate is 1 m³ per hour. Generally it is for calculation purpose we take the 1, otherwise it adjusts to the 1 for the PM 2.5. Then wind separators. These are the diagram of the flow diagram. These are the filter papers. It is known as glass fiber filters, having the size 8 inch by 10 inch in size. It is placed on the top, and then the dust particle is collected on these filter papers, and then we take the W1 empty weight or initial weight of the filter paper. W2 is the weight of the filter paper plus weight of the dust particle which is settled on this filter paper in particular time, that is the 8 hours or 24 hours. Filter paper used for sampling through the hair. Then these are the flow rate, that is adjust up to the 1 cubic meter. Then types of the air pollution monitoring: the sampling from the atmosphere, sampling from the mobile sources, outdoor, then indoor. These are again some modified instrument for the air ambient analysis of the air ambient quality data. Again same. These are the position or location of the IDS machine that is located up to the 4 to 12 meter above the ground level as per the standard. These are again some examples. These are the sources of air pollutant. And then last comes on the conclusion. The direct instruction method is highly effective for the concept clarity, syllabus completion, and fundamental learning, especially in engineering and technical education. When truly thoughtfully planned and combined with the interactive elements, it can be lead to efficient, meaningful, and outcome-based learning. It is powerful tools designed to be efficient and systematic in ensuring that students achieve a firm master level understanding of essential content before the progressing to more complex or student led activities. Thanking you.